Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Gary's Mod. And today, the map we're going to be exploring is one which no doubt looks very, very familiar, but which I bet you haven't seen like this. Now, obviously, this is an image that you have seen in many source maps before. It's inspired by one of the most influential liminal space images. Because of the level of attention this has gotten, over the years, it's sort of become common knowledge that the image does indeed depict a real location. But the thing is, when you see one of these images, a big part of the reason why they come across in such a dreamlike fashion is because it's so incomplete. Because you're looking at something from only one angle. And so, what the creator of this map has done, in fact, the creator of the original famous Liminal Hotel map, is they've gone back using countless reference images and actually created a version that is more true to real life. Which is why I was really taken aback when I loaded this map up and saw this. Now, to me personally, this almost seems even creepier and more dreamlike. Just a different type of dream, you know? One that's more whimsical than creepy and dreadful. But I cannot wait to look around and... There's no way. I see that it's a share, but you guys all see it too, right? I lived in a house like that once. All right, let's have a look around and see what we can do. Oh, So I guess this area here wouldn't actually be accessible. That makes a tremendous amount of sense. See, just looking at it, I would have assumed that this would be like an indoor park type of thing. But I guess it's just sort of for decoration. It's just, you know, we've got to fill the space here, so here's an interesting design to fill it. Okay, well, let's hop over. And as much as I would love to play that, and I know what song is going to come out of it, unfortunately it has given me copyright issues in the past, so we'll just have to leave it. Elevators? I wonder, will it actually work? Ooh, it sounds like it does. Oh, this is so nice. I'm not going to take it for now, but I will definitely go for an elevator ride later. Oh, this place is so cool. I wonder if you have to actually fly in order to be able to stay at this hotel. I would love to do this. I would spend the money to fly to London just to stay here. Make a video about it, get a little of that money back, and it's totally worth it. Custom doors and everything with really tiny handles. And even though it's tiny, I imagine that's probably pretty common for airport hotels. I've never stayed in one, but it's pretty much just a shoebox, someplace where you spend the night. In fact, it's so tiny that we gotta squeeze on by the doors. But yep, it's just a little box that's got all you need. It's kind of strange because it's simultaneously demystifying that classic dreamlike image, and yet making it even more wondrous, making it feel like something more real, like something you can reach out and touch, which of course it is. But I guess now begins the long, arduous task of checking every room, which I'm going to spare you from. After this, I'm mostly just going to be wandering the halls to see what's around. Another part of that is the fact that some of the liminality, well, it certainly holds up. If anything, this is even creepier of a hallway than the original map, especially in the sections with no doors and lots of corners. Like, it's not just me, right? This is creepier than the original map. It turns out that truth, I guess, is kind of stranger than fiction. And yet there's just a couple right here. I mean, maybe it's to accommodate, like, the shape, the contours of the walls? Still, it's very nice to see architecture that isn't just cubes. Is this really a thing? One hallway that's just really thin and has no lights? I'm sorry, but this is the kind of hallway that you walk down in a dream, feeling like you can already see the face of the horrible monstrosity that's going to be peeking around when you get to the corner. Oh my god, there's so much. But it looks like we've made our way all the way around. If we just run to the end here, as if we're going to see anything different. Yeah, it just kind of continues on like this, it seems. Why are there no doors on so much of this? It feels so wrong. But I guess we'll head back to the stairs and go down. That's like the one area we have truly no reference for. Look, the way the light like casts these shadows, these lines on the walls that mirror the doors. It's like going through a tunnel when you run down these halls. Is there something up there? It looks like somebody left like a lighter or something just perched on that ledge. I guess it's just another angle to admire this place from. Man, what is the point of this? It's accessible, but it seems just as decorative as the almost park-looking thing above. Oh. Oh? What is this for? It's like being in some weird art gallery. In fact... Oh no, this is accessible. There's a cut-through right there. Okay, there must be a gallery down here, right? Architecture like this doesn't lie. I'm sorry, how has this been excluded from all other variations of this? I can just imagine the creator's joy when they went to create a more realistic portrayal and found that it's just as cool, if not better, than the one made with limited information. But it seems like this right here just kind of ends. Alright, let's head back upstairs and see what we can see. Hello. There's a hidden little nook over here. And that is all it is, just a hidden little nook. It's not like a hidden hallway or anything. That is bizarre. All right, well, let's... I just really don't like seeing all these corners turn in my peripheral vision. Like, I don't know if you can't see it, but I'm getting like a mini heart attack a minute here. Now, just a handful of these windows are open. And of course, anybody who's played the previous version knows to be very paranoid about that one right there. So, what do you say we start with the third floor? I don't know why, but I'm starting to feel a little bit sick exploring this. And I don't think it's anything technical or anything to do with VR. Like, I'm actually getting like a knot in my stomach walking around here. And I don't know why. It's like uniquely creepy. I mean, look at the way the shadows kind of fall off towards the ceiling. We've got like a big light up there, but that's it. So that corner is all in darkness. Except for a weird faint blue glow. And that at the end looks none too inviting either. I can just imagine walking back to my room late at night, stressing over which of these is the right one, or if I can remember the number. You heard that, right? I just very distinctly heard the sound of a door opening or closing. It wasn't you, although this room seems a bit more spacious. It was you. Okay, okay, okay. You want to play? I'll play. You want to play? I will play. Let's play. Do you see anything? Oh, you knew I'd come for this one. I would have screamed if there were a mirror in this bathroom. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything here, and I can't see anything from the window. So I guess if we are going exclusively for things with open windows, we'll head back to the walkways and see if there's anything we can see. Okay, I really, really, really feel not alone in here now. God, this place is a fun house. And now we've got all these rooms back here. So there's even an added layer to this. All those gaps that were missing from the previous version are now here. There's even some rooms all the way up there, a floor that isn't present on that side. Okay, let's go up 2 levels. There is one right there, and there was actually a corner room on that floor that we maybe should have looked at. We'll do that later. God, I'm getting freaked out by the sound of my own footsteps right now, and this actually has me really on edge. I thought this was going to be a 2-minute, like, hey, look at this. Doesn't seem to be anything going on here. Some of these just have the curtains barely brushed aside. That's a little bit unnerving, if you ask me. Okay, is there still one level up that we can go? There is. What's going on up there? It's like walking into the attic of an old house in a dream. These always terminate right at the end there. It's like they're incomplete. Have all the doors opened that slowly? All I know is that there's definitely something going on here. Something is up and I don't like it one bit. Oh god, this is like the most stressed I've been in VR in a while. There's something about being in narrow corridors when I know how high up I am. Nothing there. Okay, forget it. It's like those angles are so tight you can only fit one room in there now. This room is just absolutely blinding me with light. I can't believe that there's so many of these rooms and they're all actually explorable. We're down on like the 3rd floor now. This window is open. These beds look so fluffy. But I don't see anything from here, and I can't actually fit my character in here. Actually, I just remembered, I may not be able to show it because of copyright, but strange things did start happening on the original when we played this record. Yep. No fear. Now, like I said, I am going to have to mute this, but what happens if we were to try and rush up there? Doing this now, I mean, you can't hear it, but with the sound of like this music echoing through these halls, of course you wouldn't be here. But at least we know that our aim is true, so that's good, right? Blood. Oh wait, is this the top? Is this the top of the... This is very conspicuously... Yep! Okay, yeah. Okay, so the more things change, the more they stay the same. The goal of this may be to be realistic, but you're definitely doing some common ideas here. Alright, I think I can maybe have played it while I was talking, because maybe that'll trip up Content ID. But some of you guys, you always told me to destroy the record player, that something would happen if I did, so... I'm not sure if it just ended or not. Okay, I don't think it's going to be destroyed. But did somebody maybe not like that? Man, when I do that, I'm kind of starting to get the feeling that I think is probably why this image inspired so many people to begin with. When you stand in here amid all these windows surrounding you, you cannot help but feel eyes on you from all directions. Alright, well, since we're going all the way upstairs, now it's probably not a bad time to go like that. Button's notoriously hard to deal with in VR, although this configuration does probably make it a bit easier. There we go. And we got it in one. We are in the right place, but look. Look, there's even a floor above. That is so weird to me. How there's just like only a few windows. Okay. Platform 9 3/4. Oop. Oh, God. A fraction of a second you were there for it. Now, the old Liminal Hotel map was eventually updated to feature these back rooms. I don't know if these are the same back rooms, but I'm going to be going through nevertheless. Oddly enough, after everything that we've been through, this doesn't really feel like too much of a change of pace. It actually feels entirely appropriate for something that would be within here. If there were to be a real backrooms entrance, it's at this particular hotel. Well, I can't seem to pick this hat up, and maybe that's for the better. You don't have physics, do you? No. God, I'm making something angry. What a weird indentation. Nothing to do about it, though. I'm just running all over, just hoping to see something that might help me out of here. When all these walls are angled like this, it's like I'm always rounding the final corner, you know? Like you're just in the home stretch and then you're just never actually there. I can't even fit through here. Wait, is that all? Oh no. Oh no, is the only way out of here going to be back the way we came? Also, why can't I find back the way I came? Okay, right here. But... Alright, through here. Goodbye. Later, Tater. Later, Tater. I'm about to start my Noclip run. And whoosh, we out. Just scare the crap out of some janitor who slides backwards down the stairs on top of his cart, miraculously uninjured because he landed on top of the thing. Alright, yeah, we're definitely going to need a Noclip run in order to take this apart. Whoop. I mean, I'd love to manually check each of these rooms, but actually, no, I wouldn't. And yeah, it seems like this time all we have is a nod to the sprawling labyrinth that was added to the previous one. But it's from up here that you gain a real sense of scale for just what a project this is. Wow. Hundreds and hundreds of rooms, it looks like. And yet, so much empty space. Even weirder it is flying through the void, seeing these rows of uniform doors, and just the handful of exceptions that we opened. Well, let's be real, we didn't open all of them. These corner rooms are really something special. I mean, I wonder how much it would cost a month to live in one. Sure, there's no amenities like kitchens, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. You take the good with the bad. It's cozy is the point. And total nightmare fuel if you want to get something in the middle of the night. Well, I'm not sure if there are any other encounters that I may have missed, and of course I could spend a long time looking. But that was GM Liminal Hotel Revamped, and what a worthwhile update it was. It certainly got the spirit of the original, but it's showing us these things in a different perspective, showing us something that feels all the more practical. I swear I just heard like a moan or something, but I was speaking, so it kind of got drowned out. God, that's going to be weird if I don't hear it in the edit. But, God, I lost my train of thought. This is actually, I almost found it creepier than the original in making it more realistic, because it's just so much more sprawling, so much more, I don't even know how to put it, like endless. And yet it doesn't compromise on the wonder that got people so interested in this map in the first place. It would have been really easy to say, okay guys, here's the real thing, we're going to demystify it. No, because that image, while only showing one angle, an incomplete idea, was still an image of a real thing. And so it still retains a lot of that eeriness, and it still tailors its Easter eggs to lean into that. I mean, it's almost inspired by the real thing in the same way that the original was inspired by the real thing. It's not just telling us the real story of a place that had all these legends and ideas come up around it. If anything, it's just another way of interpreting what inspired people in the first place, which is that one image of it. I didn't think I'd have too much to say about this, but this turned out to be a really worthwhile update, and I'm so glad I came back for it. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this map out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.